Alrighty. So, first five. Wow, that was something.
Yeah.
And we're actually
I
making good on time. So,
Yeah.
let's keep that trend going with our top fives. Devin, the reins are yours.
All right. Let's go to another flying Megazord, one that was in a series that a lot of us like, but Nicholas hates. But this one is just an awesome upgrade, and it's never lost. The SPD SWAT Megazord.
What the fuck? Why is it this fucking low?
Oh no, you do
Dude!
not get the judge.
Trey, it's in top 5 though. It's still good.
Yeah.
Hell no, you guys gave me shit for that when I put something at the top.
All right. Let's continue before we.
You're not wrong.
All right, let's continue. All right.
Brendan, did you just betray me?
No, that was not me, dude. I'm not.
You muted. Did you mute him or did he mute himself? Brendan, you're still muted.
Watch words. I am the puppet master. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well,
My
Monster of the
God.
Week, you guys. Kevin, the Puppet Master.
Oh, that's true. All right. Oh, okay. Bye, Brendan. All right, anyway, so back to my channel. Yes, the SPD SWAT Megazord. Let's take the police theme of Power Rangers, add it with the SWAT mode. What do you get? Something extremely badass. I mean, the fact that all the parts are just ships, that's awesome. But when they combine in the air and just form this badass Megazord, I was like, no, they're not doing this to me. And then it pulls out its tool blasters and just starts blasting people like that. I'm like, what is this? This is amazing.
It's SPD
Awesome,
going
man.
crazy, man.
I
That's
know.
what it is.
I just love how badass it is. Like, it's so fast. It's so agile. Plus, it's kicked a volley of rockets in the air. It just spun around and kicked them. That is amazing. Plus, its finisher grabs you, flies you into space, throws you, and transforms into a dual blaster. Like, what the fuck? And then the fact that it's never lost a fight. Like, on screen, it's never lost a fight. That's amazing. But I think the best part is when it activates its, like, big weapon mode, but the other Megazords carry it like the Power Rangers do with their weapons. Like, that is awesome. Yes, I know Trey got pissed at me, and I understand why he would be, but it's just, the other Megazords are more nostalgic, more iconic, so. Still, the SWAT Megazord, it is a badass Zord to me. That's my number 5.
Gang up on Kevin there, Trey.
Yes, we'll gang up on him later.
Oh,
Please bring a condom. Okay, but let's go on and Nick.
Trey's base. Oh my God.
Okay, go.
Please go.
I know. I'm trying to recover my mind right now. Okay, number 5. This is definitely going to go to one of the Super Sentais. Number 5 goes to Kira Amazing from Machine Sentai Kira Major. So pretty much think of this: machines or vehicles combined with gemstones.
Oh, I think I know that one. Oh,
That's
what you-
You're
one of the most sparkling Megazords out there. So the best thing about this thing, that this thing is pretty much by itself right now, it is 3 Megazords, because you have the pink Zord and the blue Zord, which are based off of a jet and a helicopter. Those two can combine into a little Megazord called the Sky Mage. And then the other 3, which is based off of a fire truck, a race car, and then I forget, it's like a construction vehicle with a shovel. I think it's called a shovel car. Yeah. Those 3 can combine into Land Mage or
Bulldozer.
Grand Mage.
That's what it's called.
Bulldozer, yeah. And then all 5 of them, when they combine, they become into Kira Amazing. So it's very colorful, and I just love the creativity when it comes to this. So, like, they can go to either 2 separate swords, or they can combine into one big one. It's very nice, and I just like how the creativity, like, these things were originally gemstone, but then the Red Ranger basically has this magic, well, I guess you can say this talent to basically think of something being creative, and it can come to life after they sketched it. So they sketched what the Megazord would look like, and the gems became the vehicles. I just love the simplicity in that, and I just love how radiant it looks. It's just very nice. And even so, it does deal good damage, especially with the jet acting as the huge sword. I just I just love the effort and creativity that they put in this one. So that goes to my number 5, Kira Amazing.
Nice.
All right, then. Nate.
Well, let's stay on the Sentai track for this one.
Oh,
Finally, me talking about Sentai track. I'm mainly talking about this one because I am not going to acknowledge the American version for this one.
Oh, I know
Kaizoku
it.
Gokaigo.
Gokaio is what you meant to say, or
yeah.
Gokaio, yeah.
Hi.
oh, Gokaio from Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger. Okay, I was like,
Yeah, because I am not going to mention the American version.
good.
Ever. The Sentai version, though. That's where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like we mentioned, like Trey said before, it's a pirate-themed Megazord. That is awesome. Props for the design, looking sleek and badass at the same time. Major props for that. And I definitely love how it's not just a pirate ship for the other Zords. It could just be like a jet. It could also be a trailer, a racer, a marine for some reason. I don't get the logic with that one, but hey, I'm all for it. It works. Because you got the Cutlass, which are really good finishers. And of course, when you're going to want to finish things, you're going to need a big fucking cannon. And we all like to say it, bitches love cannons.
Yes.
Yep.
And plus, Trey failed to mention this. The other powers that he can use for other finishers, thanks to the other keys. Oh man, those other finishers look great. It's like, yeah, it has a bat for a finisher. I don't get that. It also has like the Daifoken for the finisher. It also has Gokai Radical Racing Slash. It also has Gosei Headers. It also has Chemical Extinguishers. Like,
A
Jesus
lot.
Christ.
Yeah.
It has a lot. I would say this is like probably the most versatile I have seen with a Megazord. Easily. And I definitely love all the finishers. Like, all of them are great equally. I can't pick one as like my personal favorite. That's how crazy it is. But yeah, like, it has a great design, great finishing moves, great concept ideas. And again, fuck you, America, for screwing that up. That's what I have to say for my number 5. Great Megazord for the Sentai.
Fair enough, man. So, Nicholas, you are up.
Well, we talked about this series earlier, but let's go to the solo Zord of it. I want the Claw Zord from Samurai.
The Claw!
Oh!
Wow. Okay.
Yo!
Yes.
One versatility to another. Yes.
Yes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that it's a literal giant crustacean.
It's a lobster.
That's a crustacean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Either or.
So, yeah. It's just. I mean, first of all, when it transforms, it just goes so cool. Oh, when it does it, just and then of course is everything needs a gimmick. This one, you spin a wheel, whatever face it lands on, you get a weapon. If it's east, you just get bare hands. If it's west, you get freaking war fan. And if it's south, double katanas. That's not even talking. And of course, we need to go north. That's when it combines with the Octazord.
Oh,
I'm
that
like,
looks great.
Yeah.
Why haven't they used that more often? It looks so good.
Don't ask me. I didn't make the series.
True. Also,
Oh my
Oh,
god!
No!
Where did you
What?
get that?
I got it at Target. I got it when I was a kid.
Wow.
Nice.
Back when
Oh,
Target
yes.
had Megazords.
Yeah.
It is such a cool idea. It's so much fun to watch. And I also just saw this clip. Apparently, you're gonna combine with the OG Megazord.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I honestly stopped watching Samurai after sometimes do it. So I was like, that is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, the
I love
crossover
it.
Megazord, it looks
Yes.
really good.
Oh well, I mean, it's got 2 heads on it. Of course, it's gonna look good.
We'll play the
Break the claw sword.
What happened?
He
There
broke
is-
the claw sword.
I broke it.
Oh my! Wow.
Brandon, go. Brandon, go.
Well, this is a big pinch.
Oh.
Yeah, mad respect for the Clawzor. I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna.
Alrighty.
Wow, that was. What kind of shit was that?
I don't know. That was such a big unscripted moment right there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
Go, Brandon. Go, please.
Alrighty. So sticking with the dino theme for mine for my number 5. Because like I said before, they love to recycle that shit.
No shit, Sherlock.
So locked in. Unleash the power.
Dino Charge?
Yep.
Finally.
The Dino Charge Megazord.
Really? Now,
Yes.
okay.
Yes,
This movie,
because
though.
I love when a Zord matches like a knight or a samurai style. And dear God, this one matches it. I mean, the base of it is basically the T-Rex Megazord. And then you have the Stegosaurus Megazord forming the right arm and a sword. Whereas taking inspiration from Dino Charge with the Triceratops, flip-flopping that a little bit, giving the Triceratops a drill bit for this one. And oh my God, it's just so good with all the other types of Dino Megazords you can combine with. It's so nice. Both Dino Charge and Kitty Ranger just make you love dinosaur ideas again. I think probably the best part for me is when they actually add the Pterosaur Megazord onto its back. It actually can fly with its wings like that. It is so good to know, and it just adds that Dino Charge is one of my absolute favorite series involving a dinosaur theme. It is, I'm sorry, it's my leagues better than Mighty Morphin. I'm sorry.
You're definitely gonna have the OG fans after you now, Brandon.
Yeah, well, they can blow me. Because of the fact that we have, we're both supercharged. When we get all of the team 12 Rangers combined, that is awesome. So yeah, dinosaurs may be a staple of Power Rangers because it's been redone so many times, but Dino Charge knew how to give it its own spin and was so unique and good with that. So yeah, Kitty Rangers and Dino Charge Megazord for my number 5.
Nice. Also, don't worry, guys. The Clawzord is still good. It's still good.
You say that as an arm falls up.
And its head falls up too. It just breaks apart. Like,
Don't
oh,
worry.
never mind.
It didn't
Anyways,
break fully.
Trey, your turn, man.
My number 5 is the Thundersaurus Megazord from Dino Thunder.
Oh my God!
You just
Wow.
one-upped everyone right now.
One
Yes, he
dinosaur
did.
after another.
True.
Now, I know a lot of things has already been said about the Dinosaurus Megazord, but I honestly, despite being CGI for its transformation sequence, I think it holds up surprisingly well, at least in terms of like looking at it from a nostalgia lens. And I enjoy its aspect of combining different Zords with it as well, especially the fucking saw blade version. I just really like that. It's a tie between that and the Ankylo drill. Like,
Yes.
either one of those just works for me. But in any case, though, I also love the cockpits. Like, I don't know why, But for some reason, like just the whole orbs in the cockpits, like it feels like they're controlling the brains of the dinosaur Zords for some reason. Like I think that's how I'm interpreting it. But yeah, I like this Zord. It's one of the first Zords I've seen through Dino Thunder, and it's always gonna hold a special place in my heart. Number 5 is a respectable position.
All right.
Get you shit on me for earlier. Okay. All right.
Number
Go.
4s, guys.
Come on, let's see if we can finish all this before 10 o'clock. Here we go.
It's already almost
Oh, shut up,
11
Nate.
for me.
Just kidding. All right. So we talked about dinosaurs, animals, for some reason, crustaceans from Nicholas. Let's talk about magic. Because magical source, mystic force.
Which one though?
Yep, the Mystic Titan Megazord.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Honestly, like, I think that's also the second toy I bought when I was a kid. And I loved it. Like, I love putting it all together. Like, the Minotaur, Mermaid, Griffith, Warrior, and Pixie Zords. Just, can we just say, can I just talk about the fact that the Pixie Zord is so fucking small? Yeah, it can turn into a ball? Like, what the fuck? That's adorable.
Just look at it. It's like giant titan.
That reminds me of Aladdin, but yeah. Then we get them transforming. First of all, the dragon form, awesome. I loved building it with the 4 Rangers. I was like, that's awesome. Then we get the actual Megazord. Oh man, the way it forms is awesome. Like the Minotaur forms kind of like the Dragon Zord. The Mermaid splits to the legs. The Griffith lands in the back. The Warrior and Pixie Zords combined into the chest, and then you just see him raising his wizard-like head. And the cockpit. And like with Dino Thunder with Trey, well, it's kind of different because it's like chess pieces. They're just moving around. I'm like, that is awesome. It's just like a really cool Megazord. I love the fact that it uses the Griffith's wings to like fly and shit. Like, and then the way it attacks, like makes a magic circle and then slash. That's awesome. Plus the fact that we get Genie just like coming in, just with that moment where he like saying surprise, and then you see the Megazord slashing. That's awesome. I just wish it had more. And I also have an idea. You know the Centaurus Phoenix Megazord?
Yeah.
How about combine that with the Mystic Dragon Zord? Just imagine how badass that would have been.
It would have
You
been
can
awesome.
do that for Mystic Surge.
It's different. But yeah, it's just like the point is like Mystic Force is a nostalgic ass series for me. I think it's one of the first few Power Rangers series I genuinely watched. It was just awesome. So, and plus I love magic, you know? So yeah, this is my magical 4. I know, cringe.
Alrighty, Nikki, off from Kevin's cringe number 4. Go ahead, man.
Oh, fuck
Alright.
you too!
For my number 4, well, it's a tie,
Oh my
and
God. Are we
I am
live
keeping,
by
I am
this?
continuing the trend while also one-upping some of you guys. So for my tie for number 4, it is the Centaurus Wolf Megazord along with the Predazord.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
They're both wolf-like predators,
That is fair.
That's a fair point.
True.
and they're kind of purple.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You lost it.
So I'm gonna start with the Centaurus Wolf Megazord. So definitely
Yes.
the first thing we love about it is that first, pretty much half of that is Korag, who basically grows into a giant and combines with Catastros, the wild black stallion. But that's the thing. The first form we see is them first combining into a centaur.
Mhm.
Like, how? That is like the coolest thing you ever seen. It's like, oh no, you don't start with a mech. You start with a giant freaking centaur. And also pretty much killing the first mentor of the Mystic Rangers. I'm like, oh, well, things have gotten pretty dark from here. What gets worse? The Korag combines Catastros into a Megazord. And every time he enters the battlefield, whether on foot or becoming a Megazord, he's able to like counter every maneuver and deals even heavier damage with his dark magic, especially in the Centaurus Wolf Megazord, basically blasting the enemy with the red eye in the middle. And also, even when he's not in Megazord, he can simply just ride or combine with Catastrophe to basically get the mobility or the speed he needs to basically, just like a knight on his horse, just charging in with a sword or a lance. So, oh man, that is just so epic. But at the same time, it's just so amazing how the creators managed to like make the enemy so enjoyable for this one. Because we're always rooting for the heroes, but it's nice when the villain gets the spotlight every now and then.
Oh yeah,
The same thing can be said for the Predazord when it first arrived.
Ooh.
I'm just repeating what Brennan said. Yes, the summoning. The music is so peaceful. But then when the three swords came up, the music goes up into this epic rumbling music, and then we see them all combining. I'm like, oh shit, things are about to go down again.
Oh yeah, huge. I mean, you could tell by the Wild Force Rangers, like they did not expect to see Zanaku with his own Zord.
Yeah, and pretty much majority of the Megazord is a freaking crocodile. Think about it. The crocodile measures up the same size of their Wild Force Megazord. It's just the arms are the wolf and the shark. And oh man, I definitely like the options. Like the tail can be a long range weapon. The wolf's tail can become a boomerang, and then it's a dick move. But when Zanaku steals their Megazords and uses against them, like, oh shit, they're about to get down now.
Zanaku's like, oh, you're gonna use your own weapons against me? Have it with your own medicine.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Pretty much.
But yeah, number 4 goes to these like 2 epic and predatory types of Megazords, in my opinion.
Nice.
Fair enough, man. So, baby boy.
All right, I mentioned the Dragon Zord early on my list, but let's talk about like its other counterpart in a later series. Quantum Power! Yep, the Q-Rex Megazord from Time Force.
Yo!
Damn.
Yeah, you guys know that Eric Myers is my all-time favorite Ranger, so of course I had to bring in the Q-Rex in this.
Motherfucker.
But yeah. Let's just say, yeah, it does look like the Dragon Zord in a way, but let's change the color scheme to red, add a bit more silver to it, and let's add cannons to it on the back. I had to admit, I love this a bit more than the Dragon Zord, I had to admit. Because, damn, it looks so savage, even in its base form. And yeah, it can charge at its enemies, and it can even fire the blasters too. And I definitely love the little fun fact of having like the Time Force Megazord jump on top of the Q-Rex like it's riding that thing. I don't know why, it just looks stupid, but at the same time, it just looks amazing at the same time. Like, you got like one robot just riding a giant Q-Rex. But another thing I had to like give props for, instead of like having like the Q-Rex Zord combined with the Megazord, no, it doesn't. That's like the first time in a while I seen like the 6th Zord not combined with the main one. That's new.
Yeah, actually.
And I had to give props to its battle mode for like the Megazord mode. Yeah, it may be a lot going on, but come on. One of its arms is a blaster. That's automatically cool. And its finishing move, Max Blizzard. What a barrage of bullets. And I love it. It's like Time Force. You already made me love Eric Myers. Don't make me love him more. And yet they brought in one of my personal favorites Megazords in this. And it just works so well. Great design, great color scheme, great attacks. And very unique for not combining with other Megazords. So yeah, I had to put that for my number 4. Good job, Q-Rex. You did
All
good
right.
for being unique.
All right.
Okay, acceptable.
So, Nicholas, go ahead, man.
Mental link, mate. I am.
gotta be fucking-
I am not kidding. I am not kidding. I have the Quantosaurus Megazord.
Nick done. Holy shit, he's done.
Oh my god! Nicholas, when we meet up again someday, I am so gonna bro hug you for that. I am so gonna hug you for that.
Reason I put it this high is also because of the story behind it. I mean, they literally have to go find the freaking thing.
Yeah.
It's basically a wild animal, which is a nice contrast to the machines that we got for the standard Time Force swords, which I was enjoying. And it wasn't even on their side right away. They had to like take control of it from the mutants. Yes, I'll admit the transformation is very basic. Let's get that out of the way. It's just flipping the arms back, but it definitely works. I mean, blaster in one arm and then the photon punching in the other. It's basically Mach Punch from Pokemon. And I love it. It's fun. It is a cool idea. Not really much left to add. There we go.
Oh my god, yes. High five for that mental blade Time Force, brother.
Alrighty, so we mentioned one sci-fi series on this list, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my takes on this, cause 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space.
Oh, cool.
We're going to outer space with the Astro Megazord.
Wow.
Did anybody else just hear Kevin scream, "What the fuck"?
No, it's because like I thought it was gonna be like the what the fuck, like the explosion.
Wow, you just freaking one up me, Brandon. But talk about it. Talk about it now.
I mean, come on. Like, first off, I knew I was gonna love this thing when it shows up in the opening and fully unfolds itself in front of the Earth and space. Like, that shot just looks so nice because it looks like an actual space shuttle that turned into a mech. I mean, for crying out loud, the cockpit, the nose cone of the ship is the headpiece. And plus, it is just the color scheme. Blue, red, silver is always a good contrast of colors.
It works well.
And plus, like when they said, how they brought it back into Lost Galaxy and have it combined, that you already get so much points for that. Regardless of the fact you're above Lost Galaxy, which is one of my favorite Power Rangers series. I love In Space so much. It is so fun. It is a space adventure. It is basically Star Wars and Star Trek done with Power Rangers. That's what's so good about it. The characters are great. The Zords are awesome. All the fight scenes with the Zord is great. So not much to add because I had Nate to talk about a lot, but I know for a fact it is one of my absolute favorite ones. So the Astro Megazord flies in number 4, guys.
Yeah, simple design, but very good.
Oh yeah, Trey, my brother, off to you, man.
I just now realized I was muted. That is embarrassing.
Oh,
Anyways, jumping straight into this, the Mighty Morphin Megazord is my number 4.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You on up to me.
Just shy of top 3, this Zord is iconic as hell. Let's all agree on that.
No, yeah, it's true.
This Zord is memorable. It's filled with nostalgia for us. It has a classic. Like, it's okay. One of my favorite moments with this Zord was when it was wrapped up when they were fighting that monster that wrapped it up in vines, and they used the sword summoning method ritual to cut themselves free. Like, they were calling down one of Thor's lightning bolts from the fucking sky, except it was their sword. That was always badass to me, how they could like weaponize summoning their sword from the sky. And I feel like that was also a sign of how much they integrated their level of choreography. Because, like, let's be real, Mighty Morphin is one of the most well choreographed in regards to fight scenes, in regards to Power Rangers. And I feel like you should translate that well into the Megazord fights to a certain extent, at least for me personally. And while its design is somewhat simplistic, dinosaurs coming together to form a dinosaur-esque knight type figure, it still got the job done. It's reliable, it's fun, and overall, it just deserves to be on this list.
That's fair. That's fair, man.
True. Fair. Respect. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Kevin, we're now in the big threes.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about Dino Thunder, right? We talked about the Dino Thunder Megazord. Let's talk about the Zord that matches it. The one piloted by one of the most iconic extra Rangers.
Oh my god.
The Dino Stegazord. Trent Zord.
Nice.
Yep. Like, let's be real, the White Ranger arc was pretty interesting. The fact that he kept up with the Rangers, like both physically and with their Megazords. I mean, the Stegazord, let's be real, it was kind of just there. Like, it was just a surfboard and shit. That was it.
I mean, it wanted to be like a surfer gun. It's like cowabunga, dudes.
Yes, but that was dumb. But bring in the Dragozord. Okay, but I just love when the Dragozord comes in, picks it up, and then it breaks apart and it forms the Megazord. Like, it looks bulky as hell, but I love it. I just love how it grabs the Draco's spear, just spins around just like that. I'm like, whoa, that is awesome. And I just love how, like, it's strong. It handles the Dino Thunder Zord and then the other Zord, the Mesozoic? I don't know, what is the other one? But I also love the fact that, like the Thunder Zord, it also has disposable arms, so it can use the other Zord. I like that. Plus, god damn, the fact that it uses its spear to just launch, like, yeah, and then just launches it forward. Like, that was awesome. And plus, it can also do a Sonic barrel roll. That was awesome. I just really like how interesting the Zord was, you know? And it just sucks we didn't got too much of it, you know? But yeah, that's my number 3.
Nice.
Man, a lot of dinosaurs. What do you got there, Nikki?
Got a dinosaur?
How to top that? Okay, well, number 3. Let's set sail and raise the flags for one of the greatest Megazords of all time. Go Kaio from Kaizoku Sentai Go Kaiger.
3 times. Nice.
Yes, it deserves to be in the top. So I definitely just love how pretty much the new set of heroes are pirates from space. And they don't care about saving the day, they care about treasure. They care about searching for the greatest treasure in the universe. And that their ship can transform into a Megazord. That's just so freaking cool.
Yes, it is.
So, and the fact that it gets more powers after every time the teams find their predecessors, or pretty much the older teams of the previous Sentais. So yeah, because the thing is, they're the 35th. So pretty much in total, they get about 34 other powers from their predecessors. Most of them are just simple attacks, and some of them can also combine with them. So like they can combine with the Wild Force line to become their own like samurai version of it, or they can combine with the RPM Zord, becoming their own RPM-S, or they can also use the Mystic Force power to basically summon a dragon and combine with it.
Chest of no less.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it just goes on. Like even if they're now the predecessors, they'll still use the powers of their successors as well. So it's like, oh, you can only imagine what kind of powers they'll get from them. So I definitely love the effort and the creativity when it comes to their powers and versatility for this one. And I mean, come on, I just love the pirate thing. I just love the swap, and I like the fact that it has its own like pirate hat. And it's like, oh, okay, you're just one-hopping right now. That is so cool.
Yeah.
So number 3 goes to Go Kaio.
Nice. Nady, what do you got? What do you got, man?
All right. Sorry if I butcher it, but Ute Mecha Catastros. Yeah, the Centaurus Wolf Megazord.
Damn it! I thought I one up everyone.
Nice try, Nikki. But yeah, the evil Megazord. this is my one of my personal favorites I have seen in Mystic Force. Because, yeah, we all know Korra being a badass with his badass knife form and literally keeping up with the Rangers and even killing their mentor. But taking in Stallion, when he says that chant, you know he's getting serious. Growing big and merging with that Zord, which technically we already seen that with the Bull Zord in, well, Lost Galaxy, which is pretty cool. But Korra is like, hold my beer.
Pretty much.
And he literally one-ups. Yeah, he pretty much one-upped that guy. And it works because it can charge at you. It can use the Eye of the Master. It can use its wolf attack. Oh, jeez. It's so good. And you think that's not enough? He'll shout the chant Unter Major Ultimus, becoming the Megazord mode. And I had to say, the Megazord mode, oh my god. The black, the purple, the gold. That screams evil and badass at the same time. Like, let's be real. Wouldn't it also work as like a Decepticon robot?
Yes, it would.
Yeah. And Jesus Christ, that thing can keep up with the Megazords. Even like the upgraded ones very easily. Like, it's very rare to see it get destroyed or like lose fully. Which is kind of rare.
Yeah, maybe like I saw maybe 3 times in the entire series that he lose in that form.
Yeah. And you think that like the blast and like the eye isn't enough? What about virus absorption? That's literally when I saw that virus absorption thing, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Run. Just run. That all that other feats alone makes it one of the most scary Megazords I have ever seen. Which is why I literally had to put it at number 3 for being one of my personal favorites for dark reasons.
The respectable choice, man. Go ahead, Nicholas.
Wild Zords combine!
Yeah.
The Predazord!
Really? Nate and EDA one-up me when I did a freaking fight with him in the last one.
Yo! Let's go!
Oh god, yes. 3 of the most badass animals on the planet combining into one giant fighting machine. And I'm like, yes!
Gimme.
Gimme. It's like,
Take all my money.
yes, I never knew. Yes, the final pose when they form, and all 3 heads are roaring. Does it look stupid? Yes. But is it great at the same time?
Absolutely.
And I'm even fine with the pure form, where the horn shrinks down and they take the helmet forms. I'm like, that is so cool. Oh. And it gets this high because it is crushing watching them get destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like one of the first times that we ever see it, and I'm like, this is making me uncomfortable. And I know that's the purpose, but geez Louise. Yeah, number 3, Predazord.
Wow.
Nice. So my number 3 is pretty much my overall probably flip-flop between my second and third best series of Power Rangers. SPD Emergency.
Oh.
Because yeah,
Which
the Delta Squad Megazord, the original.
Going with the OG with the blaster, huh?
Oh, come on. I mean, you know you're a badass when you just see him dive bombing the air and just doing freaking like max pain level pull at times.
It's like
reminds me
Carter
of-
Brown as a Megazord.
It's clearly a reference to those cheesy cop movies from the old times, like 80s and 90s.
Oh,
Well, we
hugely.
gave that away.
Plus, I mean, just the overall aesthetic of it. It's basically what futuristic medical, police, emergency vehicles combining into one giant, basically, emergency contact person. It is so good, and like, each of the Rangers cockpits, they're basically like they're in like the driver's seat of a car. It just works. Plus, I mean, when it has like its own judgment panel to go guilty or not guilty, and you can easily just destroy them with a single bullet. And then, yes, when it combines with its swap mode is good, but you cannot disrespect the original. You can't.
What?
Well, I'm going to say something disrespectful about the original. It's Blaster. It's a missed opportunity. It could have been red, yellow, and green. It was instead red, yellow, and blue.
Yeah, it could have.
What?
That is.
Can I just talk about the fact that it just jumped on the Omega Mech cycle? It did one of the most badass finishers I've seen.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. But yeah, SPD has some of the best looking fights, Zords, monsters, just everything about it just screams just like all this like RoboCop, Judge Dredd kind of mentality. So yeah, I have to pay my respects with the Delta Squad Megazord at number 3.
Nice.
Trey,
All right, your
buddy.
turn, Trey.
My first single Zord Megazord, the Samurai Star Megazord from Ninja Storm.
Oh,
Oh my god, we got all 3 Megazords from Ninja Storm.
And for good reason, they're awesome. But especially the one that's literally a fucking helicopter.
yeah.
We
Oh yeah,
have like a
it is a helicopter.
so we have like a double trinity here now. We have Ninja Storm and I think another.
Yeah.
But like, I love how badass this Zord is, but also how it kind of balances the badassness of it with also somewhat like the subtle goofiness of the fact that it literally uses a yo-yo mace flail type weapon as its fucking thing. Like, I don't get how that's samurai-esque unless samurais use flails, but
Sometimes.
maybe, yeah. But still, it's so fucking cool. And also the fact that its helicopter is like reminiscent of a ninja star, even though it's technically supposed to be a samurai Zord. But who gives a shit? It's still badass.
Yeah.
Overall, though, like, and the Zord also fits Cam. Like, he's literally their eyes and ears, and he gets to be that in the air while chopping down monsters to size. Like, what more could you ask for? It's perfect for Cam, and like, also Cam is my favorite character in Ninja Storm, just so you guys know.
Oh,
I can
agreed.
respect that. Cam's a
Agreed.
really good mentor.
Mm-hmm. And overall, though, great Zord for a great character, and just I'm surprised they managed to blend the colors of red and yellow with green so well too.
Oh yeah, they
True,
complement
true.
each other really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we are almost there. Number 2.
Wow, good time too.
I know. We probably finish in about half an hour. So, all right, here we go.
We'll see.
I'm calling the Q-Rex Zord.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes. The Q-Rex Megazord from Time Force.
Nice.
All right. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because Nate's already represented it.
And EDA too.
And EDA, yes. It's a T-Rex. I love T-Rexes. I love Red. I loved its battle mode. I love its missile fingers. And I love the fact that it gave Eric a battleizer. For the first time, we get another Ranger getting a battleizer. That's awesome. It's just overall awesome, amazing design. And I just love the fact that Wes uses it as well. So it's just, yeah.
Mhm.
Also, I think it's like the only Megazord where the pilot doesn't actually get in the Zord.
Yeah, he controls it with the morpher.
Son of
Oh,
a
yeah.
bitch. Okay, you know what? Eric gets more respect. Although he was kind of a douche in the first season.
Oh, he was an absolute douche.
Yeah, easily,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
for good reasons.
Yeah. That's my number. That's my number 2.
When in doubt, if you want to be a douche, just be poor.
Nikki?
Well, that got dark.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
hurt
bro.
me.
Wow, Trey. Okay, go ahead.
Well, not as much, but okay. So for my number 2, We're going back to some magical stuff again, because we're going back to the good old magical Titan Megazord from Mystic Force.
Wow.
He
You
just
one
won.
up. You one
Yeah,
up
he
me.
just one up you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just repeating it, I definitely love how the first fact is like, yes, they can combine to the Megazord, but you can have 4 of the Titans become a dragon and have the Phoenix Titan basically ride it to battle. So that is just so cool, and I love the use of like magic there. So with that, and I just definitely love the fact that after it combines, it pretty much tips its hat to the opponent before heading into battle and using its magic finishers to finish off the monsters of the week. So that's my number 2.
Alrighty. Nate.
Okay. Rhino Steel Warrior Mode.
What the fuck, man?
Now you see why I got pissed earlier.
Oh, well then fuck you. Jeez.
Yeah.
From mental link to one-upping each other.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But yeah, Dominic, not my personal favorite Ranger. Trust me, that goes to RJ and Jungle Fury. But Dominic, he's a really good Ranger, and his Zord, a Rhino. If it weren't for wolves, I would say that rhinos are my favorite animals. And let me just say, it's definitely the most cool-looking Zord out of everything in Jungle Fury, because it's literally like a tank, walking slow, taking hits like it was nothing. But when it gets to warrior mode, wow, it really works. It's literally like a combination of a knight, but also like a samurai in a way, due to the helmet in a way, if you really think about it. So it's like a best of both worlds. And let me just say, if you want to introduce a Megazord, you gotta do it in the most badass way possible. And the fight with Carnosaur is the best way to do it. Because we already know that Carnosaur is really powerful. After all, he is the overlord of the sky. So, what's the best way to counter it? Literally a beast that's meant to tank stuff. And man, all of its attacks can look really good. It can block it. I even love the little fact that when it starts like to block stuff, the helmet closes, like it represents like an actual helmet. I really love that feature. And of course, yeah, it could like stab its sword into the ground, releasing a shockwave. And of course, yeah, Kevin mentioned the finishing move too. It looks really good, like doing multiple slashes in the symbol of its shield. That is so neat. And again, Stampede mode. Oh man. Definitely one of the best charge modes I've seen in Power Ranger history. It was almost number 1 for how much it blew my mind as a kid. But I know number 1 a bit longer. But for now, Rhino Steel Megazord, you get the spot for number 2.
Nice. So, Nicholas.
Une ino catastros.
Oh my god.
You just one of me. You
Yes. Centaurus Wolf Megazord. I mean, first of okay, I'm gonna touch on this very briefly because I'm guessing I know what brand is number 1 is, and I know everybody else has talked about it. First of all, it has a centaur mode, and I'm like, that is awesome.
Yep.
Second of all, it is a Black Knight. Third, dude, the fact that it is Korag himself flying there, driving that thing, and I'm like, that is an amazing thing. Brilliant idea. The amazing color combinations, amazing power. I love all of it. Wolf, Centaurus Wolf all the way.
Nice. Alrighty, so here we go for my number 2, guys. Uthane Hitio Catastro.
I knew it. I
What?
knew it. I knew it. I knew
Yeah.
it.
Wait. I thought this was going to be your number 1.
Nope, you'll see who my number 1 is.
Oh
My
my
number 2 goes
God.
to
Dude,
my
what
boy,
the hell?
Centaurus Wolf Megazord.
Seriously, the amount of mental links we're getting, this is like video game heroes and Power Ranger villains all over again.
And openings of Power Rangers.
Yeah, unless it's Jungle Fury. Right.
But yeah, this is. There's nothing else I can say besides the fact that it's my boy Korag. Basically, the Megazord of Catastros forms out to form the faceplate and also the arms and legs. Korag just comes in with his shield, plugs himself in, and the face mask just goes. I'm like, this is why I had that toy when I was a kid, because I loved Korag so much. He is my favorite character. It has the best looking Zord, the design, the powers, the color scheme. Why didn't he use that when he turned to good? He still had control over Catastros. What happened to the writing?
I don't know.
But that's just me. So yeah, nothing more I can say because he's been mentioned 4 times already. So yeah, Korag, Wolf, Centaurus, Megazord, bitches.
Brandon, you may disagree with me on this, but I got a cooler Zord than Korag Zord.
What?
The Mystic Manticore's Megazord.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, was that the one they got when they got the team upgrade?
Repeat that?
Was it the one where is that the Megazord that they got after they got their team upgrade?
Yes, in Mystic Force, the one with
Oh,
the Manticore
that one.
and
Oh.
Mystic Bird.
Okay.
What?
Look.
What are you talking about, guys? That is a cool looking Megazord.
It's cool looking, but it's not a Korag. I'm sorry, dude.
Come on.
Who gives a shit? It's literally the embodiment of their legendary powers. It's literally combining a
Okay, first of all, you don't disrespect Korag, you motherfucker.
Brandon, Kevin, let's team up
It's just
and summon
acknowledging the
Korag
fact-
against Trey's ass.
It's not disrespecting Korra, it's acknowledging the fact that we have a literal Zord that combines a giant lion and a literal phoenix. How the fuck is that not cool? Learn.
Okay.
All right. We
Trey?
just wanted to give you shit.
Probably.
No, I gotta agree with Trey, man. That it's a cool Zord.
Oh yeah, it is
No.
cool. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that.
And it's
No.
like, and of the Zords I've seen in Power Rangers, it's easily one of the most regal looking Zords. Like it truly embodies like the higher echelons of like magicians and wizardry. It looks like something Dumbledore would fucking look at and say, "Nice ride." Like, and I like its color scheme too. I really do. Like just the sheer matching capabilities of gold and white, and the fire wings in the back. It really looks like something came from the past, from the heavens, ready to strike down with its magical fire staff. It is badass in literally every sense of the word, and the fact that literally any Mystic Ranger can call upon this Zord with their legendary powers, with their dial-up stuff, that's also really cool. Also, can I just feed into the fact that I love the fact that their control method is literally just their giant Gandalf-esque toe booth looking staffs?
Yeah.
But overall, though, the Manticore Zord was my favorite Zord in Mystic Force. When I was a kid, I was always hyped for it. I had it as a toy. I was like, when is the Manticore Zord coming? When is the Manticore Zord coming? And it came in number 2.
So, number ones. What is our favorite Megazord to call upon, guys?
All right. So for me, we've talked about this a few times, but this Megazord is the one that held its own for a long time, and it has been the Lightspeed Rangers' go-to when things get very serious. The Super Train Megazord from Lightspeed Rescue. So fuck off, Trey.
What?
He put it.
He had it low.
Yeah, he had it
Oh.
low. Remember?
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
right.
You. Fuck you for what you did to SWAT Zord. You know it.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, yes, I just love the fact that this is a fucking train. Like, I'll be honest, it was gonna be the Solaris Megazord from Mystic Force because I love the train design. But this one, it is a Titan. It is taller than the original Megazord. Plus, let's be real, it has a Gatling gun and missile launchers. Like that is awesome. I just love that it handles all the big threats and even held off against Diabolical for a while until it was destroyed. Like it took a lot from Diabolical to destroy it, so I gotta give it respect, you know. And overall, I just love the design. You know, this is what a Megazord needs to be: big and powerful. So that's my number one.
Alrighty, okay. Mickey.
Okay. So, started with a Dinozord, ending it with a Dinozord.
That what the fuck?
So, for my number one, it is the Kishiryuo, or as we know them as the T-Rex Champion Zord from Dino Fury, or its better version, Kishiryu Sentai Ryu Soldier.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. I started off with Dino Fury. You're ending it with Dino Fury.
Yeah, he apparently is.
Shit.
Haha.
You just realized that?
Mm-hmm. Well, I started with a Dinozord too, so anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it did caught me a little bit off at first that it was pretty much a giant T-Rex with machine guns on his shoulders. But the fact that this thing is the actual Megazord itself when it transforms into this knight-like figure, I just love it that it's like it has like a good shape. It's not bulky. It's not like too big. It's just like it's like a good size for like a humanoid Megazord. And the fact that this thing is so mobile, so quick, and it can even run on like mountain walls. Like that is like even in its prime form, like that is probably like one of the most agile and fastest Megazords that we may know so far. I could be wrong, but there's that. Oh man, and that the fact that this thing is pretty much like a giant, like I'm not kidding you, it's a giant Lego piece. Pretty much it can detach and reattach its different parts. Like the head of the T-Rex can become like a biting knuckle, or its tail can become like a big swiping thing, weapon as well. And like, oh man, it's so creative. Like they put like creativity on this one, and it's also thanks to this series that pretty much that we get more. Well, pretty much thanks to that, and also to the marketing, they managed to continue the Super Sentai. Otherwise, we wouldn't know what would have happened.
True.
So yeah, and also the fact that it can combine with other like Zords, like with a Triceratops that becomes like the sword and shield, or the Ankylosaurus that becomes like the hammer, and then multiple other dinosaurs as well. I just love that pretty much it is up to you, the person. Like if you buy it, you can mix it however you want. It's a Lego piece, and you can mix it like in the shows, or it be creative in a way. I love the creativity for that. And it's just so fun. I like the fact that this thing is just fun, not in just show, but also in real life. It's just so interesting. I mean, it's a bit cliche that they, recycle the dinosaur theme again, but I'm glad that this series in a way saved the Power Rangers or like Super Sentai to continue on in a way. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely like one of the best versatile and one of the best creative Zords I've ever seen, in my opinion. So number one, Kishiryuo.
Nice, man. Well, so Nate.
Well, on the dinosaur trend again, but not Dino Fury. Dino Stegazord formation.
You were giving me stuff about ending it with a dinosaur, and now you're the one saying that you're starting with that. How terrific!
Pot the kettle.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, the Dino Stegazord for Dino Thunder. Oh man. Dino Thunder, yes, definitely one of the first Power Ranger series I've seen. And yeah, props to the Thundersaur's Megazord for looking cool as well. However, the Dino Stegazord was the one that it just like popped my eyes open. It blew my mind the first time I saw it, because the Dracozord, yeah, it looks like a Pterosaur, but honestly, I love the Dracozord way more than the regular Pterosaur in Dino Thunder. Because like it looks very good as well, very fast. it was already giving the Megazord a hard time with just the Draco form. Until Trent decided to do something. I was hoping you'd do that. Stegazord, you're under my command. He literally used his own weapon to put the other Zord under its control. And he literally took it and uses it to form the Dino Stegazord. Very good way to combine it. Like having the Dracozord pick up the Stegazord, flying up, having it like take out the wings and the feet, merge it together for the arms and legs, making it look badass. The claws, the tail, the little spikes sticking out, the chest design, the head. It just screams badass. And Jesus Christ, it gives the Thundersaurus Megazord a really hard time, even with the upgrades. And speaking of those upgrades, you think the Thundersaurus Megazord could do that? The Stegazord could do the same thing too. Literally taking the Metrozord and the Cephalosaurus Zord for the saw and for the punching, and both of them are really deadly together. Jesus Christ. When I saw him take those auxiliary Zord, that makes it even look cooler in my opinion. And I definitely love the finishing moves, like the Stega Stinger, and of course, yeah, it has a blast, but seeing that as a kid, it just blew my mind, because every time that the Stegazord does something cool, I've always drawn attention to it. That is like the one Megazord I always focus on. And yeah, great designs. Definitely love like the crimson, white, gold, and black color scheme to it. Props to it. I love like the spikes on it. I love the way that it fights. And I definitely love the way that you can use it for capability. Also, can we just mention the fact that Tommy kind of technically used it at one point?
Yeah.
That's impressive. So yeah, the Dino Stegazord, it has to go on my list for my favorite Megazord of all time.
Nice, man. Alrighty. So, Nicholas, what would be your Zord you would call down?
All right, so you might have noticed a pattern with mine. There's not a lot of vehicles on it. In fact, there was only one entry with it. This is number 2. I think Nikki might be the only one who knows this. Good Cool Kaiser VSX.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am not.
You put all their mix in the honorable mention, and then you put their combined form in the number 1.
Wow, what a tease.
Oh my god.
I mean, okay. How can I say? I'm a little shit.
Oh no, that's what a thief would do, and you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
All right, but yes, it is every Zord in Lupin Ranger versus Pat combined into one. That means both the cops and the thieves have to work together in order for this to work, and obviously, that's a massive conflict of interest. Does it look ridiculous? Absolutely. You cannot tell me that thing doesn't look a little bit silly.
Oh no, yeah.
Silly, but it makes up
And
for it
yet
with the way it
somehow
fights.
it works extremely well. Hell, it kicks you kinds of butt. I especially love the fact that Good Striker, the sentient body of this machine, can actually just change who is sitting with who in case the guys decide to start fighting each other. That's hilarious. But here's why it's number 1. Because it is only busted out on rare occasions, and that's when you know shit's about to hit the fan. Because they don't bust it out just whenever they want. They only bust it out when its situation calls for the cops and thieves to work together. And when that happens, you know that's some serious shit. I mean, hell, look at the fight with Deathstroke. Yeah, that was a serious fight. I think they only called it out like 3 times in the whole show. And I'm like,
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
But that just shows how. That just shows you. Just because you can do something super powerful doesn't mean you have to. It's a good example of using a Megazord for a thematic reason. Because once in the plot, it makes sense for them to use it. If it's just every fight, it would lose its value. But when they bust it out, you know it's a serious situation. You know it's a major problem. And that is why it's number one. It is perfectly thematic and it's ridiculous looking. It's that perfect balance.
All righty.
Wow.
Fair enough, man. So, my number one, it is, or actually say it was my first Super Sentai series I watched. Because it is absolutely fun, energetic, and gives the middle finger to America for its adaptation.
Oh,
Because
I know what it is.
Go Kai Change! Go Kai O for number one.
Yes.
I know.
This is just because number one is becoming
Nikki.
one up Nikki.
Pretty
And
much.
me too. I have it at number 5.
Yes.
I've been one up by Nate. I've been one up by EDA, and now by Brendan. In the next top 10 list, I'm gonna be one up by everyone.
Like everyone else has done that before, man. So
Rarely, like this is rarely a thing. Like, oh, now I have like 1 or 2 of you, but now it's building up to 3. But, okay, go on.
because first of all, the thing looks smug as all can be because it's a pirate.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell in the opening, like when it looks at the cutlass, it gives that smug smirk. I'm just like,
Can you imagine it doesn't wink too?
like, this is awesome. This is a pirate themed Megazord, and the character shows through that. Plus, it is so nice when you see a Megazord use dual weapons, like 2 cutlasses, dual pistols, or either a sword and pistol combo. And plus, the final shot, its final attack. It literally sends out a projected pirate ship blast at people. I'm just like, oh my god, this is over the top, but I love it. Why the hell did America make it to a ridiculous adaptation? I will never know.
Because they don't understand Japanese culture.
No, they don't, or they just don't know how to write and adapt shit.
And they don't know how to do an anniversary series because Go Kaiger was the 35th anniversary.
Yeah, but regardless of the fact, in Japan, we know it has love because Go Kaiger has spun off into like crossovers, movies, comic books, just everything about Go Kaiger just works. And the Megazord is a major plus to that series. Just especially when it just skates on its feet in the opening and just does a freaking pose with a fireball explosion in the background. That's why Go Kaiger is so good. So do not watch Megaforce. Anyone out there, if you want to watch a pirate themed Ranger, go watch Go Kaizoko Sentai Go Kaiger. Better opening, better characters, better Zords, better villains, better writing in general. That's why it's number one. Go
Well, the adaptation
Kaigo
is
from
always
Go
weaker.
Kaiger. Trey, close us out, buddy.
There's a reason why I was so pissed at Kevin. The swap Megazord from SPD is my number 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So now I understand why you were mad at me.
Look, it's just a badass Zord made up of 5 different fighter jets that come together to form a double magnum wielding robot that can fly in space and take on Grum's entire army. It's fucking cool. Like, I loved how they use all their SWAT gear, even their Megazord, to take down the A Squad. It was so fucking cathartic seeing those traitors get what they deserved from seeing B Squad just enhanced in every shape or form. It's just, I always liked this design as a kid. Like, it just felt so much more sleek and badass to me, especially with the black Aztecs in contrast to the white aesthetic that the original SPD outfit had. It really felt like it was like a higher level of a police tier, if that makes sense. But yeah, the SWAT Megazord that's been my favorite for a long time. I would have said the Command Center Megazord because I even had like a model of it when I was younger that you could like open up and put together to make into the Zord.
Mm.
No, the SWAT Megazord, it took its place as soon as I saw their outfits. It was awesome.
Nice. There we have it. The second to last Power Ranger video.
Yay.
Because, as we know, the last thing to do with Power Rangers, the series as a whole, which will be done in a future video. But for now, as with the schedule coming out with these videos now, it's gonna be next time is actually we're gonna let the salt run wild with our top 10 bad movies.
Yeah.
And we're not talking like good bad movies.
No,
we mean
no.
bad
No,
bad.
we
Like
mean
they're
like
utter
we mean like
garbage.
bad, utter
Utter-
garbage, waste of time and money. So we got that in store.
Can I just
And-
put down every single Michael Bay movie?
Okay, whoa, let's not go that far. A lot of those movies are shit, but some are decent.
Well,
The video after that will be another review / bracket. Because the review
fuck?
for this that we'll be doing Domain Expansion.
Yes.
Jujutsu Kaisen review.
Okay.
And the bracket that we share with that, we're going to round 2 of anime brackets, guys.
Oh.
So Trey, finish
The
your
war
portion.
begin, boys.
He's
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
finish his portion because he's lazy.
But yeah, the next one I said it will be going towards the next anniversary of the channel, and some of this is when these guys joined us. We will be doing top 10 anime openings part 4.
Yay.
But then after that, I want to see how this one will do, guys. I would love to see how we like to talk about top 10 overrated animes.
Oh, I already have that list.
Got it.
Oh,
So
I need to work on mine.
So
'Cause, like, there's-
Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece. Gotcha.
It's gonna be harder because there's genuine anime that's like genuinely good, but like arguably overrated. Jesus Christ, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, exactly.
JoJo.
That's good. That's gonna be a good.
The fuck you just
Probably
say, Nikki?
be a good. Probably be a good.
He
It'll
just
probably
said
be a good
JoJo.
podcast for that, because some of these ideas will be podcasts to everyone out there, because I did upload the first podcast, which is doing pretty well. I thank you for that.
By the way, I love the intro you made with Nate going like that with Darlene
I
and
know.
Franks. Thank you.
Oh my god. God damn it, Brandon.
So yeah,
2 times.
this is
It
what
was
we
like-
have in schedule, and be sure to check out Kevin's secondary channel. That's basically the Shadowverse is starting to diverse and really become its own thing. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
地球のピンチいつだって救った戦士誰だ顔連110吠えまくり忍びの風引きハリケンジャー爆流ガッツだ暴れんだデカレ宇宙の偵察官魔法の家族だマジレンジャープリンセス探す冒険者敵連中剣修行中エンジン相棒ゴー